Jai Hind to all. Welcome back to my Python tutorials, and today I'm going to talk about the flow of control. That is the second session of mine of chapter 9 of your computer science. Previous video you have seen the different flavor of the if, and today we are going to talk about the basically the repeating statement. We'll talk about the break and continue statement and what impact is basically having in a loop. Once we'll use the break and continue, we'll definitely talk about the range function that Python use generally in the for loop. And we'll also talk about the how to store a condition in a variable, and later instead of applying a condition we can directly use that condition in a if statement. So these are some of the things, and then definitely we'll also talk about the different types of loops and for loop and while loop. These two loops generally we use in a Python, and for loop considered as an counting loop generally used to iterate or repeat a particular segment of code for a particular number of time, and while loop is considered as an conditional loop where it works or it will execute till the condition is true. That is two kind of loop we have, and how to use a nested loop. This all we'll discuss today in my second session of chapter 9 flow of control. Now definitely I'll like to show you this all practically in Python, how to implement this all one by one. And just I'm going to share my screen, and I hope you'll enjoy the video. Okay, I'm already in Python and you are in interactive mode. Here if you want to, first of all I'd like to show you what the function of range function or what the utilizations of the range function in the for loop. Now range is a function that generally used to generate a series of number in Python, and at this interactive mode I'm demonstrating it. Kindly watch it carefully. You can simply say x equal to range is a function, and inside it you can write simplify. This will also work. This means you want 0 to 4. It will generate the 0 to 4, and just press enter. After that you can say for I in x, and it's a loop, so you have to put the colon, and you must be observing something new. The cursor has already indented because I'm in a block, and say print command, print under bracket I. Now once you will press enter, you have to press the 2 time enter to come out from the loop. You will get the output of this range. The range is a function which basically return the values between the 0 and that number that you have entered if it is a single number. Here since I had given 5 as an argument to this function, that's why it is again displaying me 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever the value that you pass, if it is a single value, it will give you 1 less than that. If it is a range you are mentioning like 5, 10, it will start from 5, it will give you till 9. And if it is a 5, 10, 1, that is a by default, then it will go for 5 to 10, that is a 1 less and incremented by 1. Now same if I'll change, let's see, if I'm saying y equal to range, and inside the bracket if I'm saying 5, 11, and then comma 2. It means the 5 is a starting position of my this range, that is a series or list. It will go till 11, that is a 10, 1 minus, this is a last index. Python always again works 1 minus than the last index. So 5 is a starting position, 11 is a last, that is 11 minus 1. It will work till 10, and increment by 2, it means 5, 7, 9, and likewise. Press enter, and then say for I in, and then simply say y, that is a range of mine, and say print command, print, and then just say I. Press 2 time enter to get the effect. What are you seeing here? It is showing me the range starting from the 5, then increment by 2, that is second is 7, 7 plus 2 is a 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, it may not go till 11, it will work only till 10, That's why only 3 again number has been generated by this range. So either you can give the single value, it will go 0 to that. If you're giving the starting and ending, it will work from starting to the ending, and with the increment or a step value. Here 2 is a step value. But if you are missing the third parameter, by default it will increment by 1. So this is how the range function works. We'll see again in the for loop. Now, next thing I'm going to show you, better to come again in the script mode. Now, here I'll show you how the if condition that you're directly again using in the Python can be stored in advance in a variable, and variable can be used. So how to store the condition in Python? This is what basically my logic is. Let's see, amount equal to, I'm entering the value from the user. So I'm writing the command input and under bracket enter any amount. Now this is just a message, 2 times you have to close the bracket because 2 bracket you have started. And suppose time is another again parameter, time equal to int and under bracket input. This both are the integer value, that's why I'm converting into the integer first. Enter the time. Now these 2 parameter, these 2 things I want to accept from the user. Now x equal to, I'm storing amount greater than 50,000 and time greater than equal to 5. This is one of the condition if the user entered that I was stored in the x. Then of course some set of actions will be, and y equal to, I'm saying amount less than 50,000 and time less than 5, because greater than equal to I have already taken in the x. Now I want to use these 2 conditions that I already stored in a variable x and y in a if or with if. So simply say if and then say x. It means if the first condition is that, what it is, amount greater than 50,000 and time greater than equal to 5, then I want rate of the interest will be 10%. So simply say 10.0. Then again come back and say elif, another condition, elif y. Y means if amount is less than that. So say elif y and then say rate equal to, suppose only 5%, so 5.0. Now these 2 things is there, and then simply again go back and say print rate. It means it will show me the rate according to the condition. Now save this program. What basically I did, I stored the 2 things, or accepted the 2 values from the user, amount and time, that user will enter, and I stored that 2 again condition. One is once amount is above than 50,000 and time is greater than equal to 5, once the amount is less than 50,000 and time is less than 5, into x and y. And then I'm comparing, instead of saying that if amount greater than 50,000 and time greater than equal to 5, that's a cumbersome process to use a condition with a if. I'm simply saying if x, because x is already again defined by me as a condition, and elif y. So out of these 2 conditions, which condition will be right according to the value entered by the user of amount and time? It will show you the rate of interest. Let's save this file. So save as, and I'm just again saying p10 is a file name of mine, and save it. And after that just execute this. Once you're executing it, it must be asking you the enter amount. Since my one condition is above than 50,000, so I'm entering the 51,000. And the next value it is asking you the time, and it was above 5, so I'm giving the 6. Now name amount is not defined, somewhere something is wrong. Here the spell of the amount is not right, A-M-O-U-N-T. So just correct it, because it should be amount, and again save it and just run it. Now 51,000, enter, and time is 6. It means it is fulfilling the first condition. Just again minimize it. what it is, if it is above than 50,000 and time is above than 5, its rate should be 10. That's why it is showing you the rate 10. Now again I'm running it, and this time I'm entering the value below than the 50,000, that is a 49,000, and time also I'm mentioning less than the 5, that is a 4. So you are getting the rate of interest as a 5. You can check here, I had mentioned the rate 5. This is how to store a condition in a variable and can be used later with the if. Now, loops. Now, you have seen already the selection statement, simple statement, selection statement, that is if, and the different flavor. Now, the two kind of loop we have in Python, and I'll demonstrate the both loop, for loop and while loop, how to work with this. And both loops used to repeat a particular segment of code till the condition satisfied. So let's see first the for loop, how to use the for loop. Same program I am amending. Just to use a for loop, it's very easy to use. Simply say for I in range. Range function I already again demonstrated, and inside the bracket I am saying 1 comma 11, that is it will go till 10. And use this colon because it's a block, so block always end with the colon. And now inside it I'm simply saying print I. It means it will repeat this print statement 10 times. 1 to 11 means exactly 1 less than the 11, that is 1 to 10. Just see the output of this. This is a simple for loop which will work from 1st to 10 or repeat from 1st to 10, and whatever the body you had given, body is here, simply print I. So it will generate the, or it will print the 1 to 10 as a number. So just save this because the file name already given, run it. What you have seen, immediately it has shown you 1 to 10 as an output. Now, if I want to make some changes, I want the square of 1 to 10, simply you say I star I and save the file and run it. You are getting the output like 1, 4, 1 square 1, 4, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square. This is the purpose of for loop. Now, if I want the summation of 1 to 10, generally we discuss in the class, so then in that case sum equal to 0, one variable I have to declare, and here inside it I have to say sum equal to sum plus I. Now the program change and you will get the output as a summation of it. Since I want the lump sum together, so I'm coming out of the loop and then displaying the sum. If this is a statement print, I'll use just below than the sum, it will show me the sum of each number like 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6. Since I want the summation of 1 to 10 together, that's why I came out. Once you are just again below than the for, it means you are out of the loop. So this is what it is, some variable I declared. Then for 1 to 10, that is a 10 times this loop will go, and what it will do, sum equal to sum plus r. So it will repeat the summation, or it will keep on calculating the summation with the sum value plus I. First time the value of I is 1, so 0 plus 1, 1. Second time the sum will be sum equal to 1 plus 2, that is 3. Third time sum equal to sum 3 plus 3, 6, and likewise. Let's run this program. Save it and run it. Once you run, it is showing you the 55, and the summation of 1 to 10 is 55 because 10 into 11 by 2, 2 5 are 10, 11 5 are 55. And this is how this for loop works. So to repeat a particular segment of code by the for loop, the statement is very easy. For any variable name in, then range. And under bracket you have to give the either 2 parameter or 1 parameter or 3 parameter. Now, if I'll use 1 comma 10 comma 2, in this case it will find out the summation of 1 to 10, but steps is 2. So it will take the first, then the third, then the fifth, likewise. It means not the all number will be added. Let's see what will be the output. Just save it and run it. Now the summation is only 25. Why? The reason is first number is a 1, so sum is first time 0 plus 1, second time 1 plus 2, 3. Increment is by 2, so 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 2 again 6, that is 6 plus 4, 10. And likewise, so it's escaping one digit between, and that's why it's just again below than the half of the summation of 1 to 10. And this way you can use the for loop. Now same thing if I want to do again with the while loop, then what changes I have to do? First see the simple loop. So simply I have to start the I equal to 1, that is the initialization of mine, while inside the bracket you can say I less than equal to 10. As you can see, 1 is less than equal to 10, the condition is true, that's why it will go to the, if by mistake you are writing here greater than 1, greater than 10, So must understand now, if I'm using greater than symbol by mistake, 1 is greater than equal to 10, no, it means it is not going inside the loop. So you have to keep that in mind, what condition you are applying. Initialization and should satisfy here, because at least it should enter first inside the loop. And it's a such kind of loop where the condition is being checked first and then the body will execute. So if the condition not satisfied, there is no again like a ways to iterate the body. So then of course, like a for loop, it should also end with the colon, and inside it now, I want to just again find out the summation of 1 to 10. So same thing I can do, I can just again do sum equal to 0, and now inside it, sum equal to sum plus I. This will add the summation, and now since the value of I, this is in case of while loop, while has got 3 again different phase. One is initialization, that is I equal to 1. It will go till I values is less than equal to 10, and how it will increment that you have to mention. So here I am saying I equal to I plus 1. So incremented by 1. This is initialization, this is a condition, and this is the increment, and this is the body that I want. So every time it will iterate the loop, it will find out the summation, calculate the summation, and then it will increment the value. Again it will check, find out the sum, again it will iterate, increase the value, and likewise it will keep on. Just save this file and run it. Now I haven't given any print command, that's why I haven't got the output. So we have to see the sum. Just go out of the loop and say print, and inside the bracket say sum. Now you will get the summation of it. You can give some message also, and just save it and run it. Now you are getting the 55 exactly like the for loop, and this is how the while loop is. So what differences you got? In the case of for loop, we have initialization and increment and condition all together in a single line. For I in range under bracket 1 comma 10. 1 is initialization, 10 is a till that it will work, and comma 1 means whatever the increment you want every steps. Here initialization would be on the top before the loop, then we have a loop, then condition we have to, and then the body, and after that you have to, within the loop we have to increment or decrement the value, depend on initialization is from the beginning or maybe initialization from what position. So here I equal to I plus 1 is the increment value. This is a condition till the value of I will be less than equal to 10, it will work, and from where it will start 1. So ultimately 1 to 10 it will work, because I mentioned equal to 1. In case of for, the end again like the index, it always work below then, but here nothing of that nature there. I will work till equal to. If I'll use less than, then of course I am getting the summation of 1 to 9, because 10 is not less than 10. That's why I mentioned equal to also with the less. This is how to use the for and while loop. Now after this, there is a break and continue statement also. Now if suppose I'm just changing this program. Suppose a for loop I'm using for I in range, and under bracket I'm saying 1 comma 10, and then just say 1 comma 11 colon, and I want to find out the summation, sum equal to sum equal to 0, that is the initial value, and inside this loop I want to say sum equal to sum plus I, that is what I want to do, and then I say I want to check if I equal to 5, that is a condition, then simply break, and then I just want to see the print sum. Now what basically I want to show you, I want to show you the purpose of break in a loop. Now as you can see, this loop is bound to work from 1st to 11, that is 1st to 10. Sum is a 0, and inside the loop I mentioned the sum equal to sum plus I. It means every time the value of I will be added to the sum, and it should show me sum. But immediately after the sum statement, I am also mentioning a condition. If the value of I means first time value of I will be 1, I 1 plus 1, that is a 2, then 2 not equal to 5, 3 not equal to 5, 4 not equal to 5, 5 equal to 5. It means once the value of I will be 5, then it break. It means it will come out of the loop. It is not going to iterate any statement after that. So you may not get the summation of all numbers. Let's see. So break statement simply break a loop forcefully at any extent if a user want to break it. Let me to save this program and run it for you. Now what you are seeing here, you are getting the output 15, though it should show you 55. The reason is it is only walking till 4. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 5, because once the value of I equal to 5, it means the value of I already added because my statement is above than I. So once the I will reach 5, the I has been already added in the sum. That's why you are getting the till 5, the summation of it. It means without making this for loop matured or normal again completions, I forcefully again break it. Now, if I want to say I equal to 5, then continue. Just see the impact. I just say continue. Now continue is another statement. Once a continuous statement is inside any loop, it simply ignores that occurrence and it will jump to the next iteration of it. It means there will be no impact. You will get the summation of 1 to 10. And in the case of break, it break the program, it come out from the loop. That's why it has shown you only the summation of 1 to 5. Let's see, save this file first. And now let me to run it. You are getting the output 55 as it is like a normal program. What happened? Here sum equal to sum plus I, and I am saying if I equal to 5, the 5 has been already added, it is going to the next iteration, that is a 6. It means till 5 already the summation has been calculated. Now 15 plus 6, that is 21, 21 plus 7, 28, 28 plus 8, that is 36, and likewise it is calculating all. So continuous statement simply ignore the other statement in the loop and it will go to the next iteration. So there will be no impact in the summation. But once I break the program abnormally terminated or loop terminated, that's why till the value of I it has given you the summation. This is the purpose of break and continue. Now just see the loop inside the loop. Nested loop is the last topic. So I'm showing you here how to use the nested loop. Now for I in range, this is the one of the loop I'm using. I'm saying 1 comma 10 and then colon. Now I'm using another loop for j in range and I'm saying here 1 comma I, and this is another loop, and then I'm saying print j. You can decorate it also, you can say and equal to a space, and then just again come back and write one more print statement, though it may be tough to understand by you all. Now what I'm trying to do it here, I am using a nested loop. One loop, this is the first, that is an outer loop. Inside this loop, in the body of this, I am using another loop. That's why there is a for statement. Once you are using a loop inside the other loop, the inside loop is called nested for the outside. Now mind it, for the each iteration of the first loop, that is outer loop, the inner loop will go that many times. What logic I am applying? The first loop of course will go first to 10. So once the value of I will be 1, the j is bound to work 1 comma 1, that is a 1 to 1. Once the value of I will be 2, it will go 1 to 2. Once the value of I will be 3, it will repeat 3 times. Once the value of I will be 4, the inner loop will be 4 times. So this print statement will be that many times going to print the statement. And I mentioned the j, it means value of j will be printed. Let's see the output of this program. This print statement I just want for output, this print statement I just want to segregate it. Segregate it means it will give you the, not horizontally it will display the output, it will display again vertically. Let's save this file and run it. There may be some error, the spell of the wrench. It should be GE, not JE. So that was the problem. Just save it and run it. Now, oh, wonderful. What a magical again image you are getting. Now see 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 until the 10 it must be again printing You are not able to see sometime. Or 8 it is printing. Why it is showing you 8? That I have to see. 1 comma 10, that is a 9. Okay, it's fine. So if you want to make it again more 10 times, just say 11 and then just save it and run it. Now the output is still 9. So this is, if you want one more, you can increase. But why it is showing you that, just try to understand. Now this is one of the output you have got. The output may be different if I'll use the I here. Let's see if I'll mention the I, what kind of output you're getting. Just save this. Now it is showing me 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. So repetition of the same statement. Why? Because once the value of I you are printing, once the value of I is 1, it is a 1 time, so it will show you 1 time. Value of I will be 2, it will print the same I, that is a 2 times, because the inside loop will work 2 times. Once the value of I will be 3, it will print the same I. Now, if suppose I want to print the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, like that, so then instead of I and J, just simply say 1. And 1 means you have to print it in the either single quotes or double quotes, otherwise it will search that as a variable. Save it and run it. Now, wonderful again. Now you're getting the output 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So little changes in the basically the value inside the print is giving you the different value. Now once the loop is used inside the other loop to repeat some task which is required to be repeated again and again, we have need of a nested loop. And this is one of the best example I'm showing you of the nested loop. And likewise you can use the nested loop. While can be also nested, for loop can be also nested. Simply you have to use a loop inside the other loop, and then you have to see what actually you want to print. First loop task is how many rows you want to. This 1 to 11 is basically how many rows will be printed. You must be seeing 1, then second, then third, horizontally a statement I'm talking of. And inside it, the value that you are talking of. Since I want every rows, it should print the 1. That's why I mentioned the 1 here. If I'm printing the J, it will print the value of J that will be there 1 to I. And so inside loop is controlled with I, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. And this is what the nested loop is. So I hope once you'll see this video, kindly watch it carefully, and I hope you'll be able to perform all tasks. And this was the last topic of this chapter. If you have any query related to this chapter, kindly send again either through the comments in this video, or you can directly send me on the WhatsApp of mine. Thank you all.